Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's February 7th, and I want to apologize for yesterday. Had a video all ready and produced, and for whatever reason, it did not broadcast to the channel like I thought it was going to. So anyway, on to a new day here. We'll make sure that this one goes out. Taking a look at the infrared satellite imagery, you can see some showers around Northwest California, the Bay Area, some snow still fine for the Sierra Nevada, and some showers across Southern California still ongoing through this morning. That should be wrapping up as we go through the day today. Then we've got a more substantial storm that'll be rolling in towards the end of the week coming in here. And we'll take a look at the latest on that as we go through the video this morning. If you want a nice, affordable home weather station to watch all this crazy weather we get here along the West Coast of North America, click on the link down below to save 10% off. Help support the channel as well. Now, this is through midday Friday here. So again, still some of the snowfall ongoing. This will be wrapping up on the day today. So just continue to watch out there. Hopefully you have chains in your car if you are thinking about traveling back and forth across the higher terrain. Now, it's getting pretty chilly here as we go on into tomorrow morning. I wanted to point this out. You can see 1 a.m. through 9 a.m. on Saturday. Similar cold impacts expected each morning on through Wednesday before that next system arrives. And you can see there's some freeze warnings and some frost advisories out there for a lot of the Bay Area here, except for maybe the immediate coastline, and then all the way down to Big Sur and Monterey are included in that as well. So nice stuff here from the National Weather Service Bay Area. Taking a look at rainfall today, this is wrapping up today, but you can see additional amounts on the light side, higher across the higher terrain as well. Now, taking a look at what is going on, this is GFS. It is hot off the presses. This is the newest model run. We're looking at 18,000 feet or 500 millibars. It gives a great idea of where the general ridges and trough position is. And you can see this is the system we were just dealing with. And then what we start to look for here as we scroll up to about a Monday 10 a.m. here, you can see we get another polar lobe dropping down across some of the Pacific Northwest as well. A bit of an inside slider there, but a more substantial wetter storm here rolling in on the models. And this one showing up quite nicely would be bringing precipitation across much of the state, including some heavy amounts down towards Southern California. So be watching this one closely. This is about 7 a.m. on Thursday morning showing here, and more on that here in a moment. You see this thing swinging by. Very beneficial storm to the state of California, where we really need the rainfall across Southern California especially. And if we take a look at the surface pressure, there's the system we just dealt with. Polar lobe takes a swing at the Pacific Northwest. You can see not much shows up, a little bit of troughing out of that one, but then the more substantial storm starts to arrive as we go through Wednesday night and on in through Thursday morning there. Look at that low pressure system here. It would bring a frontal system all the way through Southern California. Take a look at the European model here in a moment to see if that agrees, and starting right now actually. So this is the 060. This is last night. The European runs later than the GFS, so we don't have the 12Z data just yet, but you see the precipitation wrapping up as we go through the day today. There's that little bit of an inside slider. Here it comes right there. You can kind of see it's not producing much precipitation. Might kick off some snowfall across the higher terrain, maybe portions of Nevada as well, but the more substantial storm comes rolling in here. Look at this swath of precipitation all the way back across the Pacific, starting to impact Southern California, the European, as we go through Wednesday night with that initial surge. And you can clearly see this one is going to be impacting other portions of the state as well, all the way on in through the day Thursday. So pretty good agreement with the GFS, but it does bring a slug of precipitation a bit earlier than what the GFS was showing as well. So we'll break that down and go over that in a little bit more detail tomorrow morning on the timing of that next system. But pretty good model agreement that system will be arriving in one form or another. Taking a look at winds today, just kind of calling attention. We still have some strong winds across the southern Sierra Nevada. Some of the desert areas, things are gusty, and we're going to change the wind direction here as well. This is as we go through tonight. It's about 10 p.m. tonight, and then we go in the early morning hours of tomorrow. You can kind of see that the northerly flow starts to come down. Could be a little bit tricky out there for some of the high-profile vehicles across portions of the east slopes of the Sierra Nevada and southern Nevada here as well. In the northwest flow, the northerly flow returns here to some of the Sacramento Valley, and you start to get a bit of an offshore wind here across the Sierra Nevada. And then you can kind of see things relaxing a bit here as we go through Sunday afternoon. So nothing too crazy. And if I scroll through here on the maximum wind gusts, you can see again across the higher terrain and some gusty winds out there across the deserts, and maybe some gusts into the 30s there for some of the Sacramento Valley out of the north. If we take a look at composite reflectivity, so this is what the Doppler radar may look like over the next 60 hours. Lines up pretty well with what is going on this morning, maybe underdoing some of this across the Bay Area. But you see the snowfall continues as we go through this afternoon and then wrapping up rather quickly. And then we bring maybe some showers there as we go on in through the day Saturday, but largely dry across much of the state as we go through Saturday and on in through Sunday as we await that next system and next week. Taking a look at total precipitation in inches. So this is the GFS 12Z run. Let's put this in into motion here, and I'm going to scroll through here. That was just wrapping up what was going on today. And then we start off into Monday. There's Tuesday now, and then as we go into a Wednesday morning, you see some precipitation starts to approach, but then the bulk of that storm starts rolling in on the day Thursday. And look at some of these amounts across Southern California. Largely beneficial, but still, we're getting on the bit of the higher side of things here. So we have to watch out for some flooding concerns with that. Some big amounts across the Sierra Nevada would be in the form of snow in Northern California. So yeah, this would be extremely beneficial, as you can imagine, to the entire state of California. I mean, maybe I should word that a little bit differently here, because if it comes too fast and furious, Northern California is plenty saturated at this point. So again, kind of watch out for that. But we'll fine tune these details as we go for the next few days. If we take a look at 24-hour snowfall total Kucher ratio, this takes into account the lower levels of the atmospheric temperature and tries to give a better precipitation or water to snow ratio, liquid to snow ratio. A lot of models will just do a random 10-to-1, and sometimes it can come in at different snow ratios, and it can produce different amounts in the weather models. So taking a look here, you can see as we go on in through the Wednesday night into Thursday, look at this swath of snowfall. Again, very beneficial for the Klamath Range, Cascades, and the Sierra Nevada as we go all the way on in towards Friday morning there. So yeah. We'll get some better agreement probably tomorrow on that system. But you can see the 6 to 10 day, a nice above average signal here as we go through February 16th. Climate Prediction Center. So hopefully this is going to be the case. There's the 6 to 10 day below normal temperatures. 8 to 14 day, again, the West Coast kind of below normal here. And then we go on to the 8 to 14 day as well. So like to see that. And we'll just continue to break it down day by day to see what else is to come. This is the new drought monitor. It was put out yesterday. I talked about this in the video that did not get published for some reason. But you can see the extreme drought out there has been extended out across into some of Santa Barbara, Ventura. There's Los Angeles, Orange County now encompassed in it, and San Diego. There's Riverside County, mostly extreme, but you can see there's some moderate up into the San Joaquin Valley as well. So kind of a tale of two stories versus all the rainfall that's been occurring this season across Northern California and the limited amounts across Southern California and the big fires that we had last month. So what else? I guess we will just continue to check back tomorrow. We'll see what that storm is going to bring. We'll start to take a look at the European and the GFS again, because it looks like a nice storm incoming here for much of the state. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Otherwise, click like and subscribe, and we will do this all again tomorrow.